The next presentation will be made by our guest from Lithuania, the director of DG Group, and it's on samples of implementation of EU directives on groundwater pollution and Lithuanian regulation. Esteemed colleagues, first of all, I would like to thank you for invitation, for this opportunity provided to make presentations, and immediately apologize. I will make presentation in Russian. I see that official languages are Ukrainian and English, but I haven't learned Ukrainian. If I come more often, I promise I will learn it. And I'm sorry for my Russian. If I make some mistakes, for 30 years I haven't been using it. Sorry. The topic of your conference is so wide. And this could be a conference for a week. I will try to concentrate on the issues which were of importance in Lithuania. We don't have so many minerals as Ukraine has, and geology was developing mostly in the direction of cleaning from pollution. We inherited from Soviet time, just like you, the military bases and the industry, where all the grounds, soils and underground water were polluted, contaminated. First of all, you know that these main directives of the European Union, which are related to pollution, especially when it comes to underground waters. That's the directive on Water Framework Directive, which characterizes the main principles, Directive on the protection of groundwater against pollution and deterioration, Directive on industrial emissions, which also has integrated pollution prevention and control. Talking about pollution of underground groundwater, we passed 3 laws in Lithuania which regulate these issues. And the main one regulates all the procedures and research, and the second one is more oriented towards pollution by oil products, and the third one characterizes all the research, stages of research. And Lithuanian Geological Survey has a database where they put all the potentially contaminated territories, and we have made inventory of all the territory of Lithuania. In the database we have 12,000 potentially contaminated territories, out of which more than 1,000 have been explored. And first we are trying to identify which one of them, which sectors are mostly dangerous for potable water, for human health. Talking about the stages of investigation, they are described by law. If we examine the Contaminated territory, first we do preliminary investigation, then detailed investigation, then we prepare the management plan for cleaning the territory, and then cleaning up of contaminated site to prove that the territory is clean, and after that we control that. And the biggest problem is with historical contamination back from Soviet times. These are military bases, industrial territories, agricultural territories. There's a big danger from contamination by pesticides. The present potentially contaminated territories, they have to conduct monitoring on a permanent basis to prove that they don't contaminate at that particular moment. And just as in all the countries, the biggest problem is the problem of financing. And there are possible sources of financing. These are European funds, state budget, municipal budgets, and private finances. And definitely there's never enough money. Like when the economy is developing, it's happening easier. When there's a crisis, then immediately all cut down the resources from environmental issues. It's just like everywhere. I also would like to show you and to give you a short example of one territory, what could be done. And it looks that it was impossible. The territory was almost in the center of Vilnius. That was industrial territory, about 5 hectares of land. And in Soviet times they were producing electric counters, electric meters for all the Soviet Union. And it's the industry which shouldn't be contaminating, but when we started our research, our examination, we didn't think it will be the problem, but we found out that the territory was very much contaminated, and mostly by heavy refinery products. And it wasn't that easy to clean this territory. The only possible method was to take the soil, put it to a separate place and clean it there. It was an example. It was an example that such things could be financed from a mixed budget. 1/3 of the budget was received from European funds, 1/3 that was funding from Vilnius self-governance, and 1/3 from private investors. And the total price of cleaning was about 3 million euros, because 25,000 cubic meters of contaminated soil was there. Now the territory is clean. If you look at what it looked like, the Americans were shooting a film about the battle near Stalingrad. But now they're building new houses, residential houses, kindergartens. The territory is absolutely clean. And I would like to extend congratulations to the Congress. I myself am also the representative of the group of companies, DG Group. We established in Denmark, and now The DG group is in all the Nordic countries, and about 150 consultants operate in different countries. Half of them are geologists and hydrogeologists, and the main sphere of activity is providing consultations on environmental protection, and it's on the issues of contamination, cleaning, and environmental impact.
What else I would like to add? In our period of globalization, we are actually acting as a small company in rather small region. To become competitive, we have to participate in the global projects and deliver services to such big companies as Google or to the hydrocarbon majors, and request us to be represented globally. In order to provide such services to such consultants, we have established the technical platforms similar to what you have been creating. And this platform unites companies from many regions, for almost all regions of the world, and the major objective is to deliver services worldwide. We hope that finally we will sign memorandum on cooperation with your technical platform. This is about the services provided by our company. I can see that our time is almost over, but you are able to see on this website, on this slide, our clients like Google, Oracle, etc.